Hello guys and welcome to this next part of my Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. I'm currently on the way to the Chanters board and we'll get some rewards probably for helping out some of the people here in the village by doing some quests. So let's quickly talk with Chanter Devons for our rewards.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
And look at that, I received 50 silver for helping out the people here, which is really good. Yeah. Maybe quickly check out if this merchant has a backpack too.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something? All right. Just don't buy everything up.
Just to check if he has a backpack for me, because I really like backpacks, but he does not have a backpack. And at first I wanted to do this off screen, but then I realized that sometimes the party members, start talking. You have party banter, and I just thought that it would be a waste for you guys to miss out on the dialogue between the party members, so that's why I'm already recording this. So yeah, we are currently leaving Lothering. We did everything we could. We recruited Stan the Kunari, who apparently murdered an entire family, and I'm not quite sure what happened, if that's the truth, but I do feel there is more going on, but I guess we will figure that out as we go along. Ah, it's saving the game for me, that's great. And yeah, we'll be leaving Lothering. Let's go. Oh god. Are those dogs on? Yes, and it's the Archdemon as well. Oof, it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. Oh, I was dreaming.
Bad dreams, huh?
Let me see. It seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do.
Oh god.
That's why we know this is really a blight.
So... Let me see. Are these dreams going to happen a lot?
It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out.
Okay, good.
Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Oh, we actually got a approval point from Alistair from that. That's great. And party camp. So yeah, I guess this is the place, since I see all my party members. I guess this is the place I kinda recruit, or not recruit, but I get the chance to talk with my party members. I can probably, equip my characters. Just kind of a base to put some order, to order things, and yeah, to prepare before we actually leave to a specific area. First, actually, what I want to do is talk with Sandal here. Why do you have... Oh.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick at your service once again. I
Okay.
saw your camp and remembered the kind offer that you made the last time we met.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Chosen.
Oh, I don't know what happened there, but you are free to stay. Just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
Aww.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. So I can enchant my weapons. I'll do that later. First off, I want to do something else because I've been given a tip.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Let me see you wear, Bodon.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
That's great. Because I know that you can give your party members gifts to gain approval. And I know because of, I think it came with a DLC, I received some special gifts that I can buy for free, as you can see. And if you give those gifts to your party members, they gain a lot of approval, which is good because if a character really likes you, he gains perks. So I actually looked up what gift is good for what character. We have a Grey Warden hand puppet, which is really cute. This tin helmeted puppet is painted with the blue and grey heraldry of the Grey Wardens. I will get that for Alistair. Apparently he really likes that. We have a fat lute, a favorite of traveling bards. The fat-bodied lute is a sturdy instrument with a rich tone and a melodious sound. So from what I gather, Leliana really likes that, so I'll get that one for her. Then we have the Alistair doll. This little doll, fashioned from rags and stuck with pins, is eerily reminiscent of Alistair. And that is for Morrigan. So apparently she really likes to have a voodoo doll of Alistair. We also have for Stan the Canary prayers for the dead. So the words are in a strange spidery script, but the fine etchings demonstrate a clear respect for the departed. So I'll get that one for Stan. Let me quickly see if I want to sell some stuff since I'm already here. So I don't want to sell the gifts, clearly, and I can use these, I believe, to enchant my weapons, which can come in handy, I guess, as well, so I won't be selling that. And I was actually told as well, oh, I cannot buy it, I have to sell more stuff for that. Well, first, I'll come back to Bodon in a sec to look at that, but first I want to give my party members their gifts so that their approval is actually better. So for Alistair we have the Grey Warden hand puppet, so there you go.
I could get used to this, you know.
Wow, plus 50. So currently he has approval plus 65 neutral. Wow, is that still neutral? That's crazy. Morrigan, I will give you the Alistair doll.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Then I'll give Liliana her fat lute.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
Of course, no problem. Oh, sorry, I don't think I have anything for Duncan, my dog. No, I'm sorry, boy. Then we have Stan, and I would like to give Stan the Kunari press for the dead.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Of course, no problem, Stan. And yeah, so now I gave them their gifts. Oh wait, I think I still need to equip Stan. So let's give him some gloves. Oh wait, these are better. And let's give him some armor to wear. Oh wait, let me quickly, because you'll be using Alistair more. Oh wait, maybe my character could actually. Oh no, I have better ones. But Yeah, I'll probably be using Alistair more often in my party, so that's why I gave him the better armor, and I want him to wear skill boots because they are better, or it doesn't really matter. And I thought the Kunari thickened cap, since he is a Kunari, so he needs a weapon, of course, and I have a two-handed. Oh no, this is a main hand weapon. Oh, but I can actually. Well, that comes later, so I'll give you this one. And I have to give Alistair Oathkeeper, which is better than the sword he was using, so that's really cool. He already has a pretty good helmet, so I won't be doing anything with that. I think I'm good for now with everything. So, okay. Oh, look at that. Yeah, these are the perks I was talking about, because I gave them the gifts and their approval went up quite a bit. So now they have all these really cool abilities that will really help out when we enter combat. So that's really cool. And it should also give more dialogue options with the characters. So I guess we'll start with Stan. So let's talk.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Thank you, Stan. That's probably because of the gift we gave him. Callow? You thought I was callow?
You sound surprised. You must have heard this before. You'll get over it. Eventually.
Okay. So let's ask him a question. Why did I let you out of the cage again? No, I'm not going to say that. Why did you come to Ferelden?
I was sent to be the eyes of the Antom. The Arishok asked, "What is the Blight?" By his curiosity, I am now here.
Okay, so you wanted to know more about the Blight. That's perfectly fine. Don't you have to report back then? Why would Canary care about the Blight? Yeah, don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, you don't have to elaborate. When are you going to do that?
Never.
Wait, what?
I cannot go home.
Why? I'm going to say I'm sorry. I want to ask him why not as well, but I also want to let him know that he can stay with us. I want to be nice. I want him to feel welcome, so, well, you can stay with us.
Thank you. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
What were you doing in that cage?
Does it matter? Very well. I caged myself.
What?
A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Mm-hmm. So you caged yourself? I'm confused because I thought that the Revered Mother did that. Exactly what happened?
I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad.
Okay.
They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
Oh, that's awful. So, what happened to the other Kunari?
I am told no others survived.
Oh.
I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
What did you do?
I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
Did the farmers know where it was?
They said they found me with nothing.
Did you believe them?
I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
Wait, what? So, wait. So did he kill those people because he lost his blade? Even though he knew they didn't have the blade, he killed them. Yeah. That's terrible.
I know I cannot justify what I have done. My honor is forfeit. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresard. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Wow, the Kunari sound like a really harsh race if they react so strongly about a lost blade. Couldn't you search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Yeah, that's true. Where did you fight the Darkspawn?
Near Lake Callanhad.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
Of course. Whoa. Approval plus 16, that's crazy. Oh, I really don't know how I feel about Stan though. He's being honest, but he killed so many innocents because of a lost blade. But at the same time, he comes from a very different culture, a very different race, in which apparently losing a blade is one of the worst things that could possibly happen to you. But still, that's no excuse for what he did. So I'm kind of conflicted about Stan. Okay, so we've spoken with him. Just to let you know, I'm aware that all the party members have probably a lot of dialogue options, but I'll just talk with them, and when the conversation ends, I'll move to the next one, because so far I believe you can actually return to this camp between quests. So I'll kind of want to even it out throughout this Let's Play, so I do not want to do all the dialogue options right now. So I'll just talk with them about one subject and then basically move on.
Something on your mind?
Oh, I can flirt with Alistair, it seems. Because of course I am aware that there are romance options. I know that there are 2 male options and 2 female options, right? But I don't know yet what I want when it comes to romance. So I really have to think about that. So I'll just skip this one for now. I have some questions.
Of course.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Wow. So that would mean that Alistair should be quite useful when we battle mages or magical creatures, right? So couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together.
So the Chantry turns the Templars into addicts by forcing them to use lyrium. And since they are the ones who control the lyrium trade, the only way for the Templars to sustain their addiction, they have to stay loyal to the Chantry, basically. That's awful. So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows.
Oh, that's good.
You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Wow, the Templars absolutely sound Yeah, they sound quite horrible. I actually have to cut it right now, but I will record later and I'll just simply put it in the same part as well. So for you, it will only be like a couple of seconds. So see you guys in a couple of seconds. And I am back. So let's just move on with talking with our party members. So I just finished talking with Alistair. Yeah, Liliana.
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
My hair? Thank you.
It's very nice and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. 1 year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
Oh, God. Who would wear... Sorry, guys. But who would wear birds in their hair? Yeah, poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair.
Oh, God.
But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you. Like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
Oh, that's actually really sweet of her. And I guess she's really nice to us already because we gave those gifts, of course. Well, we are friends, aren't we?
Yes, very much so. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
Oh, that's sweet. Wait, is... Oh yeah, of course. I think Liliana can actually be romanced by female and male characters, so I guess you can choose if you want to pursue something with this dialogue. But I want Velena to... I think Velena is attracted to men. So I think I'm going to say you are a treasured friend, Liliana.
Thank you. I am honored that you feel that way.
But I know that you can indeed, like I mentioned, there are I believe two male, two female romance options. And I think Alistair is just for the female characters. So Liliana is for both female and male, and then there are two more. I believe that Morrigan is just for the male characters, and then there's another male character who is both for male and female, but we haven't met him yet. So let's talk with Morrigan real quick.
I await your command.
So life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
I mean, it does sound kind of peaceful and beautiful, living in the wilds and being in touch with nature and all that. I mean, yeah, it does sound kind of wonderful in a way.
For a time, but one can only remain a child for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage.
Oh.
It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
Okay. So, what happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground.
Oh no.
I was heartbroken.
I mean, I can imagine. At the same time, Flemeth and Morrigan are both mages, and they are in danger of getting discovered by the Chantry or Templars, so maybe Flemeth was just trying to protect her, although smashing the mirror does sound kind of harsh. But you were just a child.
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
I think Morrigan's life must have been pretty difficult, always trying to survive in the wilds, trying not to get discovered, like I said, by the Chantry or the Templars. It's not the life that you wish upon a child. Yeah, but I guess it made her stronger. And I don't think Morrigan likes me feeling sorry for her. It doesn't really seem to suit her character, so... They made you stronger, didn't they?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Wow, I actually gained a lot of approval from that conversation with Morrigan. So... Oh, it's now at warm, so that's good. I feel like she's starting to trust me, so that's a good thing. And let's quickly, before moving on, because Sandal has an arrow above his head.
Hello.
The boy's a bit
Hello.
simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Okay. And yeah, I remember that Tranquil in Ostagar, who was also really good in enchantments, so... Oh, I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Oh, look at that! So we can enchant our weapons now. But it seems that only the Oathkeeper, the sword that I gave to Alistair, is the only sword that I can enchant. And then we have a Novice Rune, which is 2 spell resistance, and we have electricity damage. That does sound kind of cool, electricity damage, so... I think I would like Alistair to have that on his sword, so... Thank you, Sandal. And then I am going to talk with this... Oh, wait! I completely forgot about Duncan, our dog. I feel so bad. First, I'm going to check on Duncan.
Oh, why, you little...
Oh, look! You can see the electricity around Alistair's sword. That's really cool. But what happened? Oh, I have to. Did you just jump at the sight of your own shadow again?
Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
No, I'm not going to praise Duncan for biting Alistair. There's hardly any blood drawn, but still, he should not have. Aw, Duncan, it's okay.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Aw. Yeah, so now we'll talk with Levi Dryden.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
He actually did not mention you. I am Velena, and I've never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years.
I'm sorry.
But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me.
Okay.
But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders.
Okay.
So King Arlen banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
So what happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Okay, so... So what favour did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
Couldn't you just go there by yourself?
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back.
Oh, that's
I
not
spent
good.
years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Yeah, because he died. Well, if Duncan promised to help this man, I think the least we could do to honor Duncan is help him out as well. So what do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
Of course. Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Sounds good, sure. Okay, so... that's another thing that we will have to do. Before we go out, I think I will equip everyone and then we'll move on. So I'll quickly do that, I think, off camera, because that's something that I don't want to bore you guys with. So just a sec. And I am back again. So I quickly sorted out my inventory and I actually bought a tome, I thought it was called, from I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I actually bought a tome from Bodan, which gave me the opportunity to up one of my skills, or to pick another skill. Yeah, I was given the advice to definitely do that, so that is what I did. And I actually was able to choose a specialty. From what I understand, you normally have to unlock all these specialties for you to be able to learn them, but I'm lucky. And actually someone already played this game before me, so I can actually choose all of the specialties, and I've decided to choose the Berserker specialty for Velena, since it is a dwarven specialty. So it only seemed right to give her that one to her, so that's what I did. And I actually haven't picked any of the skills from this tree, I guess you can call it, yet, because I wanted to pick this one, Two-Handed Strength, a passive, because it actually reduces the penalties to attack and defense for this sustained ability, Powerful Swings. So from now on, I think, let me see if I choose this one as well. Can I have both at the same time? I can. Although I can automatically see that I definitely have to invest points in my in willpower, because my stamina does take a hit once both the sustained abilities are on. So that is something that I have to pay attention to. So I think we are ready to move out for now. And what I actually want to do is, if we go to world map, I want to take Alistair with me. Definitely Morrigan.
Indeed.
I mean, she's a mage. She's the only mage. And yeah, like I mentioned, Stan is a two-handed warrior as well. So I think I'll go for Leliana for now.
Indeed.
Like this. And whoa, would you look at that. There are so many options. But I've already kind of decided what I want to do, where I want to go first. And maybe this is going to sound strange, but I actually want to go to Denerim real quick. And I know that Lothering is in Denerim, so it seems kind of weird for me to go to Denerim first. But it's just short, really short, because Gorem, if you remember him, mentioned that he was planning to go to Denerim. So I think, or I hope, that we'll find Gorem there, because I think Velena would definitely look for him first, since they were, yeah, I mean, they were lovers, right? So I think she would want to look for him. So that's what we'll do. So many people. Sarah. Am I going to talk to all these people? Because like I said, I actually only want to look for Gorem real quick. See what will happen. And then move on from Denerim. At least for now, we'll definitely come back. I mean, we have to get back here. And then we will, you know... I think I already spotted him, guys. Look at him!
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Okay, I'm so curious.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven... My lady Dukan? Is that really you? I knew you survived. I never stopped believing it. And neither did your father. Before I left for the surface, King Endron sent for me. It was almost more than I could endure, seeing him so. As if he were long dead and rotten, and now merely an empty husk collapsing in on itself. He could not even rise from his bed. The room stank of decay. He asked me to give you the shield of Dukan. And this letter.
Wow, that's incredibly sad. But we knew Velena's father would die. Did he say anything else?
He barely spoke at all. Every word seemed as if it had traveled the entire length of the deep roads. Find my daughter. No other deserves this, was all that he said.
Aww.
His eyes have haunted me since. If it were possible for a man to die of regret, I think King Endron did.
That's so sad.
We shouldn't dwell on the past. I can hardly tell you how good it is to see you alive.
Yeah, and you. I never thought I would see you again.
My lady, if I had thought to see you again, You
What?
will always be in my heart. But we both knew it wouldn't truly work out.
Wait, what?
Here on the surface, I've found someone. My wife is a good woman. The daughter of the best smith in Denerim. We're expecting our firstborn before the spring.
Well, okay, sorry. Back up for just a second. Your wife, and she's already pregnant? I mean, it's not really clear, I guess, from the game how much time has passed since we left Orzammar, but it seems that quite a lot of time, since Gorem already has a wife and a kid on the way. Are you kidding me? Seriously, I mean, he even asked me to look for him in Denerim, and but what about us?
Even in Orzammar, we both knew it couldn't last. I was honored by the time we shared, but you were a princess. I'm not even a warrior anymore.
But that should not matter, should it? Oh my god, I can be really mean. But I think Velena would understand what he is saying. I could never find a better man than you. I mean, I don't want him to feel guilty or... But she is heartbroken. I'm actually kind of curious how you will respond to this, so let's see what happens. I could never find a better man than you.
Perhaps it is better for me to wish you the best and let you continue your business in the city. But please, let me at least offer you a discount on my father-in-law's crafts. They're all fine work.
No, I'm not going to... Oh, this is so harsh. And we actually received a letter from our father. I'll just read the letter and then end this part here. But man, like I said, this is so sad. She just got her heart broken by Gorem. Okay, let's focus on the letter from her father for now. Perhaps you will burn this letter unread. For that, I would not blame you. But I would not return to the stone without saying this to you. I have seen what Balin is, and when I saw it, I knew I had been a fool. For only a fool would cut out his own heart and burn it for the sake of appearances. I never believed in your guilt. I allowed you to be exiled because I feared an inquiry into Trian's murder would taint our house with scandal in the eyes of the Dashirs and cost our family the throne. But I have saved nothing by this sacrifice. I sent my only child into an uncertain exile. Know that whatever you do now, you bear all the honor and pride of House Dukan. Oh, so incredibly sad. It's good that our father now realizes that we were not guilty, but he's dead now, so it's kind of bittersweet. I think to... Oh, wow. Oh, should I give this shield to Alistair? Because I won't be using it. Oh, he can't. He needs more strength. I think I'll equip it for now to honor the family, and it is a really cool looking shield, so it would be such a waste to not use it. But man, this was really harsh, I have to say. Okay, I will be leaving it here. We'll head to another part in the world map. Like I said, I only wanted to go to Denerim to look for Gorem and to see how this would go, but their relationship basically ended here. Which makes sense, since Gorem is not one of the romanceable characters, I guess, so I should have known that something would happen. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this part. and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.